had the honor of working with JCPenney in the past. They are passionate about breast cancer awareness and the American Cancer Society. So it's personal for me. I lost my mom to breast cancer, and I just love the way they empower women and the way that they bring awareness to this cause. And so I'm always in when they ask. We're gonna go in and sit down and eat, and I want to hear everybody's stories. I'm gonna have a great time, so I hope you will too. So let's head in. I hosted this brunch in my home a few years ago, and just the camaraderie, just the friendships that were formed that day. It's so important to get women together who are going through this, to have that sense of community. And my home is really comfortable. It's a setting where I think everybody feels like they can relax and take a breath. So it just seemed like the perfect place. I said something at the last luncheon that I think the women at the table probably thought I was crazy. My sister was there. Everybody had come who was either fighting cancer, and they had brought their person that was kind of their champion. And my sister and I were both sitting there having lost our mom to breast cancer, but neither one of us having gone through it ourselves. And I said, it's not a club I want to be in, but this lunch made me feel like there's such a community. If I ever have to go through something like that, this is just an amazing community. And the women were like, yeah, you don't want to be in this club. I'm like, no, I don't want to be in the club, but I just was so inspired by the women. The bonds that are formed with people who are going through the same thing you are. I lost my mom, but I've also been through treatment with so many of my friends, and a lot of my friends have come through it. I've also lost a couple of friends. It is a disease that you can't help but be touched by, whether you go through it yourself, go through it with a loved one or a friend. So it's important to have this support system, and it is strong, and it's comforting to know that it's there.
I love seeing these women and then hearing their stories and being able to relate to what they're going through with what I went through. It makes me feel really good, and it's really an honor to be invited back.
Thank you. Thank you. It was a joy.
It was.
I really did have a good time.
Thank you.
Music is what feeds my soul, and I haven't made an album in a long time, and I just really wanted to. I actually made 2 albums last year, and Every Girl became this kind of anthem. Every Girl in This Town became the first single off this album, and it really is a song about loving yourself the way you are. And there's a line in the song that says, "You got this, baby, so what if you don't?" And I love that, because it really does say that we're always trying to be on our A game, and sometimes we're not, and that's okay too. And a lot of the songs just by accident turned out to be written or co-written by women. So this album has kind of become this opportunity for me to talk about women in the music industry and women at country radio, and given me a chance to really kind of shout from the rooftops. There's some really great stuff going on in this town.
Thanks so much to Trisha and to this wonderful group here, JCPenney and the Cancer Society, and everybody for having us. And of course, Trisha's food was delicious. So thank you so much.